Alright, so this question is check if array is consecutive. So you given an array, you want to make sure the nums array is consecutive, and otherwise you return false. So this is pretty straightforward. Right? In this one, it's false because you're missing 2, right? There is no disconnected component in the array. So basically, you can use in the array.sort. You sort it, and then you compare the previous one and the current index. So you are going to say for in I equals 1, I less than nums of length, and then I plus plus. So if current I does not equal the previous one plus 1, you return false. So this is straightforward. And else you return true at the end. Okay, so this time and space is not good. This is unlog n, all of n. So time is unlog n for the worst case. Space is constant. So if you actually notice that there is a trick. So if you actually find out the array, you can say, okay, what's the minimum? The minimum number, it should be 1, right? So 1 plus, I'm talking about a range right now. So from 1 to, the maximum number. So the maximum number should be what? The length of the array. So it's going to be 1 plus 4 minus 1. So this should be the maximum, right? Because you are not allowed to have a disconnected component in the nums array, right? So if everything, if this is an array and the length is 4, right? So 1 plus the length and then minus 1 because the base index is actually 0, right? You want to minus 1. So you are supposed to get from 1 to 5. Supposed to get 1 to 5, but not, 1 to 4. 1 plus 4 minus 1, right? You're supposed to get 1 to 4, right? So this is the element you are targeting, right? So if there is any other nums inside the nums array which is greater than this range interval, you return false right away. Else you keep going. And how do we traverse this? We can actually just put it into the counting array. So we put into the counting array and check if the frequency is equal to 1. If not, you return false. Okay. So first thing is we need to find out mean equal to what? Int string of nums. I think I spelled this wrong. No. And then I want to find out mean, and then I need to get the int, right? So this is the idea, right? So I find out my mean. Yeah, I spelled it wrong. So I find out my mean value, and my max should be what? The mean plus the length minus 1, right? And I have a counting array. So what's the counting array? It's going to be between 0 to the max, right? And you have to add 1 because the base index is 0, right? So I traverse the nums array. So if there is any num is greater than max, this is not okay. So you return false right here. Else you keep on track the frequency, right? So for in I equal to, so you're starting from mean, right? We get a mean, so we're starting from mean, and then we all the way until the end of the counting array, which is the max, right? Which is the max. All right, so if the counting array I does not equal to 1, which is frequency, right? You want to return false, and else you return true. So this will be the the optimal solution, and submit. All right, so again, there might be a little bit better solution if counting and num is greater than 1, you return false right here. So we don't actually traverse all of the nums array and then go to the counting array. Like this should be, oh, spelled this wrong. So this should be okay as well. Yeah, alright. So this is space. I would say it's going to be all of max. Max is the maximum number. I don't know, it should be constant for sure, I believe. This is all of n represent end of the nums array. This is all of counting array between min and max. So for worst case, I'm going to say all of n, right? All of n for time, and I would say, okay, this should be all of n. all of them for the space as well. All right. So if you have a question, leave a comment. See you next time. Bye.